Hello guys, and welcome to this lesson on understanding the gerund. So, what is the gerund? A gerund is a noun which is made from a verb. And in English, the gerund always has the same function as a noun. Sometimes we call a gerund a verbal noun. And in English, we make the gerund by adding ing. So, a verb and ing makes the gerund. You must remember that a gerund acts or it has the same function as a noun. So, we know a gerund is made by adding ing. But guys, as with a lot of different grammar rules in English, there are always exceptions. So now let's talk about some of the exceptions when making the gerund. So the first exception is verbs which end with the vowel E. So when we have verbs which end with the vowel E, we drop the vowel. So for example, the verb make becomes making. Take becomes taking. So we can see that there is no E in the gerund. The second exception is for verbs ending in IE. With verbs which end in IE, we drop the IE and we add Y. So for example, the verb die becomes dying. The verb tie becomes tying. The third exception when making the gerund is that some verbs ending with the consonants M, N, T, or L, we double the consonant. So for example, swim becomes swimming. So here we can see there are two M's. Travel becomes traveling. So for this exception, we only double the consonant if the letter before the consonant is a vowel. Okay? So I'm going to show you an example of this in the next slide. So now let's look at some examples of forming the gerund. The verb sit. So it finishes with a T, and before the T is a vowel. So we know that we need to double the last letter. So sit becomes sitting. Walk is normal, it's walking. Next is the verb win. We can see that this verb finishes with an N, and before the N is an I. So we know that we need to double the last letter. So win becomes winning. Learn. What do you think? Although this verb finishes with an N, the letter before the N is not a vowel, so we do not double the N. So the verb learn in the gerund is learning.